Hi, welcome back to Roxy Creations by Sarah. So it's time for me to catch up a bit because Rach is now one step ahead of me. And I'm doing my hashtag 2020C07, the Margarete Miller's 5 prompt challenge assignment thing. So, sorry, there's a lot of stuff going on my table. I've pulled things out that I want to work with today and see how I arrange them. I'm showing you the prompts. So we've got number 1 is a leaf or leaves. Number 2 is something sweet. Number 3 is a group of 3. Number 4 is a math symbol. Number 5 is a doodle. And the bonus this week is a label. How exciting. Rachel would have been excited to get that prompt. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay down my background. So I'm going to stop speaking now and just let you watch how I lay down some of the papers going with a bit of a yellow and green theme this week. Okay, let's see what I come up with. Alright, so I'm just starting to pick the papers for my background. I've got like a yellow receipt thing I found. I think it's, I can't remember what year, like 1950s or 40s. I bought a bunch of old ephemera pieces like receipts and things like that from someone in the country, and there was some really great, a few that were great colours. So the yellow one I thought went really well with my colour theme for this week. So the bit of paper that I'm gluing right now, that's actually a piece of Australiana wrapping paper that my stepsister bought me. And that's where I found the inspiration for my theme, was from this bit of wrapping paper. So I really like, that's kind of like a bottle brush there, the yellow flower. And I've already stuck down one of the prompts, which is some leaves, but there'll be other places where leaves are going to come into play as well. Now, that bit of paper there is from an old music book, just the front cover. I've cut a piece off. I just like the wording. So I use a bit of that and I put that across the center seam as well. You'll notice in the video, I actually keep getting really sticky with that glue. I left the lid off that glue. It's still good, but it's gone really sticky and it's getting all over me. Now, lovely viewer the other day suggested that I should get myself a little bowl of water and a sponge and then I can clean my hands easily. That is a fantastic idea. I am going to try it, but at the moment with the COVID-19, we haven't really gone to the shops much and I don't have any sponges right now. So when I go to the shops, I'll be sure to get myself a sponge. That'll be good for cleaning my gluey fingers. So I do resort to wet wipes, but I think the bowl with the water is a better idea. So this little piece here is a napkin that I found down in Bowral. For people from Sydney, you probably know where Bowral is. It was around Christmas time and I just thought it was a pretty napkin, and it's going to fill the prompt of leaves again. So there'll even be more places than these two with leaves. I do quite a few leaves, like that theme. So it gets a bit sticky. I've got it stuck to my fingers, bits rip up, but I actually don't mind that it rips up because I kind of like it ripped anyway. It's hard to rip napkins neatly, as you can see at the top. It's all kind of all over the shop. So what's next? I'm just trying to think. Okay, I'm still gluing napkin. Glue, 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 glue. Okay, there's a few bits I have to keep gluing down because I go to cut that bottom bit off because it's overhanging a bit. And then I'm like, no, I think I'm going to do it at the end. And right at the end, I do decide just to trim that down neatly because I've overlapped it a little bit. Now it's time to layer up some of my more interesting details. So I've fussy cut a bunch of stuff out of either books, or I've actually even printed a few things that I'm going to put on my page. As I glue them down, I'll explain where my different things have come from. But at the moment, I'm just playing around with the layout to see where I think things might work. I had a pretty good idea before. I had to think about where I might want to put things, but there's a few things that I switch around. So at the moment, I'm just playing around. So you're about to see my son's little hand come in and point some things out that he likes. And he's going to give us a wave. There he is. He just wanted to pop by and say hello. So you can keep watching me play around with my layout. Okay, so that lovely yellow tag, or I don't know what it is, label that I've just stuck down, I got from Moonside Parlour. I got a little pack from her this week, and also that vintage stamp I just showed you. So these yellow flowers I've cut out of one of the Edith Holden books that everyone loves to use so much. She has such beautiful illustrations in there, you can't go wrong with a piece of her work. So what's next? Let's have a look. Oh, a ticket. So this ticket I got from, I can't remember. Anyway, can't remember that one. So let's go to the next one. Okay, this ticket, this green ticket, I got from lovely Maureen at Mo's Addiction. So I got that the other week. I showed you a video of that. And also these stamps. I've got two stamps. One on the left-hand side with the bird, and then there's also one on the right that I'll stick down that I got from her as well. So the bright yellow flowers, the ones on the left page, are really large one. I got them from the, I think it's called the Biodiversity Library. It's on Flickr, and I saw, I think it was Nick the Booksmith, she mentioned it in one of her videos that it was a really good place to find images. So the butterflies have also come from there, and I've actually printed those ones. So my something sweet is my pears. I love pears, they're beautiful and sweet. And I've cut them out of a book that had cooking things in. I say a lot. So there's my other stamp from Maureen. Let's see what's next. Okay, now I'm sticking down. These are the ones from the Biodiversity Library. Oh, there are just amazing images on there, and most of them are, you're able to print them and use them, and because they have no copyright on them, they're old. So I thought those yellow flowers were really beautiful, so I've used them. My group of three is actually my butterflies that I will be sticking down, and I've gone for sort of those sort of greens, green tones, a bit of aqua in there as well, pale aqua, but I thought that went well. So I've done my leaves. I've also, these birds I've cut out of a book, an old children's book on birds. Can't remember the name of it. It's like a golden book, like a really old golden book. So I thought they were a good fit because they're yellow birds and they look pretty. And then the black and white sticker I'm going to stick down is again from Maureen from Mo's Addiction. I love those stickers, Maureen. I think you might have made them, and I just love them. They're fantastic. So here goes my first butterfly. Just working out how to position that. I don't want to cover things up too much. I'm pushing them down with a wet wipe just because, like I said, I've literally keep getting glue everywhere. It's that glue stick. I stupidly left the lid off it, and it's a bit sticky. So another tip I got from a viewer the other day was to use a pin to separate stickers, and I did that, And then I realised it was one of those stickers that had a little press, a little sort of slit, and I could have just bent it and it would have come open easily. But anyway, the pin worked really well, so good tip from the lovely lady who gave me that tip. All right, so to the other page now, there's my label. So this label, you can actually buy this label in my Etsy store. I think it's an old wine label. I found some labels with Rach at the antique market in Chisena. And the lady told us that the labels dated back to the early 1900s. So we both bought quite a few, and I have some of them in my my Etsy store. So I'll put a link down the bottom if you're interested. But they were the perfect colours, and they also have pears on, which I thought goes really well with my theme. So it kind of ties in both sides of the pages with a pear on either side. So I'm just adding a few more features. I've got these stickers that just from like one of those cheap Japanese stores, and I think it's meant to go onto a jar, but I decided the black and white goes well with my thing, and it's week 7, so there it is. Time to stick my other butterflies. Now Gail, if you're watching, this one's for you. I've decided to use one of my stickers that I made in my video the other day. You wanted to see how you could use them, so here's the first way that you could use them. I'm adding it into my collage. Again, it goes well with my theme because it's got some pretty yellow flowers and a bit of a green background. So it fits perfectly. Okay, I hope you like it. So now I'm just doing a bit of doodling on the page, which is one of the prompts, number 5. And also I'm going to add in the mass symbol. I'm doing some pluses like my sister Rach did, and then I'm also going to do some crosses as well, so I get my mass symbols in there. Okay, doodling done, and now what I'm going to do is I want to stamp the word sweet on the pears. So I've got my little clickable stamping letters, and I'm just finding the letters that I need to write the word sweet. These letters are from AliExpress. They're super cheap. I got 2 sets so that I've got doubles of the vowels for when I need them, like I need double E, because they only come with 1 vowel. They're really great letters, and I want to get some more. I like the font, so I do want to get some more in different sizes, and I'm using my StazOn, the dark brown ink. Okay, so I'm all done. I hope you like my page. My son Jamie says it's his favourite one that I've done. He really likes the colours that I've done. He said it worked really well. he said, I'm getting almost as good as the other people that are really good at collaging, which is good to hear. So I hope you like my page. I must say, I do think it's one of my favourites as well. I'm really enjoying this collaging business. Okay, bye.